Here's the next installment of the Fun to Play guitar series. How guitar can be fun to play, and it can be easy if you just know some basics or somebody just shows you something to let you have your fun. I'm going to show you an open tuning that you can use on your guitar. Now there's a lot of open tunings out there, so I've heard, but this is the one that I stumbled across after I found out that the band Sonic Youth, um, they tune their guitars differently than regular guitar players. Uh, and that's just a whole thing that about Sonic Youth. You can just write a whole article about the way they tune their guitars, and that's just part of what makes them them. And tuning that I stumbled across by reading from guitar magazines. You just pick up the one little thing. One little thing was that's why Sonic Youth's music sounds so different. It's because they tune their guitars different on just every single song that they play, and they have to have different guitars that are tuned differently to play their songs, and they just learn how to play them with these alternate tunings. And that's why they just play stuff unlike anybody else. And so here's my guitar in a standard tuning. It's not tuned very well. A different lesson will be on how to tune your guitar. So normally it's E, A, D, G, B, E. That's standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. But if you take the first string, which is normally an E, and you tune it down 2 frets, making the string 2 things longer. So it's instead of being like the note that's this fret, it'd be not 1 fret lower, but 2 frets lower. Then your E would turn into a D because it goes from E, D sharp, and then D. So we're going to detune it by taking the first string and lowering it 2 spots. So here's how you can do it by ear. That sounds nice, huh? So if you find it and you play with it, some things sound better than others. When you play guitar long enough, you can like hear what's right or wrong about things. But the way you know if you did it right is if the second string, A, sounds like the first string but 7th fret, I believe. So the first string 7th fret is essentially the same as the second string open fret. So anything I play 1 fret up from here would be like the second string 1 fret up from where it was. Oops, sorry. Anyway, so 7th fret first string should be the same as the second string open fret. So now the first 2 strings are a D and an A, and that's just part of a D chord. Now the second string is a D already, and the second string is an A already, so we're going to leave it as A. The next string is currently set to D, and we're going to leave it as D as well, because the first string is now a D, the third string is a D. They're the same note, but they're octaves. Because the second string is an A, which is the root of the D, whatever that means, these 3 notes to sound good as is. You just have to hit them. I'm just hitting the first 3 strings of the guitar. So this is a power chord. This is a power chord. Any 3, the first 3 strings, if you just lay your finger across and just play, each note side by side, it's going to be something that sounds good. So with this open tuning, it sounds good to play it an open chord. Now, that might not sound that great That sounds good, but that is like there's something weird in there. So the first 3 strings, all we did was just lowered the first string by 2 steps down to D. So D, the A that it already was, the D that it already was. Now the 4th string, normally the 4th string is a G, but for this open tuning we want to tune it up 2 frets until it gets to the note A. The 2nd string was an A. We're going to make this one an A. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 4th string and we're going to tighten it by 2 frets. So here's what it sounds like. I'm tightening it. Okay, I tightened it until it sounds kind of good. So what happens is on the 3rd string, if you go to the 7th fret, it's playing a note that's going to be the same as the 5th string open. Or sorry, 3rd string, 7th fret should be the same as the 4th string open fret. You can tune each of these with your cell phone app. This is just a quick version without a cell phone app. But once you understand what I'm talking about, then you could just tune it until the cell phone says that you're good. So now, the 1st string was down 2 frets. The second 2 strings were normal. The 4th string was up 2 frets. That brought the it brought the G note up to an A note. Because it used to be a G, but if you go up 2 frets, that becomes G sharp and then A. So that's the first 4 strings. I'm touching the 5th and the 6th string with my finger, but not playing anything so that it doesn't accidentally hit. But it's an open fret, and you could just do whatever you want. Now, the last one we got to change is the 5th string, and it's currently set to a B, but the string before it we set to the note A. So all we have to do is turn the B that we have down 2 frets to where A is, and see what happens. So I'm going to tune the 5th string down 2 steps. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, so how do we know if we did it right? The 4th and 5th string should now sound like the same note. Okay, the good news is the last string we don't have to change. It's already at E, and that's part of the tuning. So now it's D, which is down 2 frets, A, which is the normal fret, D, which is the normal note, and then A, and then A again, and then an E. So that's the open tuning. I think it's called DADAAE. DADAAE. Open tuning. So all you have to do is hit your guitar, and it sounds pretty good. If you can do this and call it fun, then you're now a guitar player, because guitar is fun to play. Would you like to do more than that? Okay. So because it's an open tuning, if you put your finger all the way across all the strings, so now everything's on the second fret, that means your string only goes out to where the second fret is. It changes all the notes. But it changes them all in the same way. They're all up 2 frets. So everything we used to do here with this open tuning, well, now we get a new open tuning, but it just starts all at the second fret. See what I mean? Or I can go to the 3rd fret. Learning how to hold your hand across in a flat position and putting pressure so that all the strings are down. That's part of learning how to play guitar, and you have to, go through step 1, which was get access to a guitar. Step 2, which I'll be outlining, is learn how to tune your guitar. It's going to be a different lesson. But to play guitar, all you have to do is get past step 1, which is get access to a guitar. And that's going to be its own video. Step 2, learn how to tune a guitar. In this case, I'm learning how to tune to an open tuning, this DADAAE tuning. So if you have a guitar and you tune it using your app from the original tuning to the open tuning, then you can start having fun. Now, I told you that laying your finger down across the whole thing, that does take a little bit of practice to get used to. That's training your hands, just like if you learned how to type on a typewriter, you had to train your hands on what to do. If you just play the first 3 strings and just lay them down and just focus on them and don't even worry about the higher strings, the first 3 strings are already built in as a power chord. So you can just waffle, I guess you can call it. So this is what that looks like. I'm just focusing on the first 3 strings. That's it. I'm not worried about the other ones. So you just put your fingers wherever. Like tell me what you want, what you really need. Tell me what you think of me, baby. Baby. I'm feeling lost, feeling all alone. I'm terrified of the telephone, baby. Baby. It's been a while since I played that song, but that song I can play without an opening tuning or with just the guitar just detuned, which means only the first string goes down 2 frets, but the rest of the guitar is normal. But in this open tuning, you can still just play with those first 3 strings and just be Green Day, or Ramones. Or you can do anything else. There's no wrong way to play this. You just kind of like. If you like this video, if that helped you at all, let me know so I know if that's what you like. Every now and then, if you like it on Facebook or YouTube, then other people can have a chance to see what it is that you checked out and liked, and maybe they'll check it too. I am, as of a couple days ago, just going to be cranking out content on stuff that I know, and the stuff that I know is teaching just the basics of how to play guitar. The lesson for today was how to tune your guitar into a alternate tuning, and I assume that you know nothing about guitar playing it. How did I do? I'd like some feedback. I'm trying to teach people the absolute basics to just start playing guitar and having fun. Show you how easy and fun it is to play guitar. Let me know how I can improve this. Is it just a quick vid? Try to cut out the parts that are just unwatchable, just to put out some product to teach people how to play guitar. If you like this, let me know so I know how to do it. I don't know how to. I haven't figured out how to publish this online to where people can find it. I just been putting it on YouTube and Facebook at the moment, but I'll probably have a better way to organize it in the future. If you want to be along for the ride, the easiest way is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if I put stuff out, then you'll know whenever you go to YouTube, it'll be like, you know, check your subscriptions. With Facebook, I don't necessarily want to have a million people I don't know as my Facebook friends, but if you just want to get a piece of the action, there might be a way to do that. And you can let me know. I'm still learning this as I go. I might have been playing guitar for like 25 years, but I'm still learning everything new. This whole recording studio is new. I'm still learning how to do it. You guys might have been born in the digital world and grew up with smartphones and social media, but I had to, you know, I only know what I know. So that's what I'm showing, teaching what I know. Have a good day.